What's up, guys? It's Tuesday. First of all, I'd like to thank everybody for the many words of encouragement that I've received in the last 2 days. Really is nice to get that, you know what I mean? A couple guys had asked, hey, so what actually happened with that? They're not seeing it from the video. So I had my bells, and on that black one there, the black 200, I was using a arm wrestling strap. And I tried a earlier attempt with just like some 5s, seemed to go okay, threw some 10s on. There was no obvious risk. When I added the other 10, it occurred to me that I don't want the plates hanging too low, so I put an X in the strap. Hung the weights, got set up, lifted it. I was kind of shocked how well the up part went, right? Because I had tried a lift like that a couple days earlier and I couldn't hang on to it. So had a great lockout. I'm feeling good. As I go to lower, what happens is the 2 10s had touched right before the body of the bell did, because it was nose down. And what happened was 3 different things. So as the 2 10s, as they hit, they jumped back towards the handle, and then they smashed into the top side of the index finger. The bad thing, now that is no fun, but that would have been no big deal. But the bad thing is the X that was in the strap jumped down the handle, because you figure I'm holding it at an angle more like this, not like this, but I'm like this. So the X jumped up around my finger somewhere towards, we'll switch hands. It would have got me somewhere back over here, and then it went forward with all that weight, and it cut literally right down to the top of my tendon and skin forward. I am very fortunate because I've been doing this for 20 years, so my finger tendons they're really, really thick. And as soon as I set it down, I knew that I was in a lot of trouble. As soon as you guys can see on film, as soon as I look at my hand, I pinch down on it immediately, because I realized that entire end of the finger is completely degloved right now. I went in the house, I told my wife, hey, we're gonna be going to the ER because I really just hurt myself. And I have a bad tendency that I'll have a laceration, and I'll take like new skin and just glue it down. And I was quite certain when I went up to the sink to start cleaning it that this was not gonna be, just glue it back down and everything will be okay. I mean, it was fucking hideous. It's quite a thing when you look at one of your own body parts and it's just mangled, right? So we got to the ER. The surgeon came in, and we're in more of a rural area, so you just get more things. You get problems with ag equipment. You get construction problems. And I'm joking around with the surgeon. I said, hey, so you guys see like a lot of hand lacerations, right? This isn't a big deal. He looked me right in the face. He's like, oh, no, that's bad. He goes, that's really bad. So it was a process for them to do all the work to get it back on. I think they did a great job. It was pretty weird to be sitting there, because you got your hand flat as they're going to clean it out. And I could clearly see the top tendon that runs down the top of the finger. I could see a little bit of the bone. It was incredibly painful, which I assumed was good, because that might mean the nerves are all attached, right? So they got me stitched back up. They said that I can have the stitches out, not this coming Friday, but next Friday, the 12th. But he was very clear. He said, when you get all your stitches out, you're only about 5% healed. He said it's probably gonna take 4 to 6 months to just grow back all of the tissue that's gone. If you looked at the photos, you'll see there's just a lot of open space. The spot that's right on my index finger, like that meat right there, there's a piece about the size of an almond it's just gone. I actually looked around the garage last night, just curious if it was in here somewhere, but when the cats ate it, gross, right? But man, I'm doing good. It feels like kind of a bummer, just because for me particularly the last 90 days of training has been very, very rich. I have probably hit the most what I would describe like lifetime PR in the last 3 months. And that's a comparison of my 2010 to 2013 season. I had a couple years off of grip competition where I was doing calisthenics and gymnastics. Coming back in, for me, 2018 and 2019, I had a lot of contests, I had a lot of great results, but there were a lot of meets where the numbers I was hitting then were still behind what I was capable of at 28 in 2013. This last 90 days has really been a time that I have gone beyond anything that I've ever done. With the particular lifts I was focused on, it's not every single lift is up that way. So my plan is for my next 90 days will be probably focus more on abdominals and lower body. I'll still do some stuff left-handed, but I can't even, I thought I was gonna finish out the 100-day inch challenge. There's no way, because when I make a fist right now in my left hand, I can feel the tissue pulling across the right finger all the way across the body. And it's just so acute, I don't think it's smart. I mean, maybe I could get by with it, but it wouldn't be a smart thing to do, right? So it will get better. Next year, I'll hit all the big ass lifts that I wanted to do for this first coming months. I'll get there. But man, thank you so much for everyone that's messaged me, everyone that's reached out, called, texts, comments on videos. I really appreciate it, guys. I know that if this happens to you, the key thing is certainly, don't let your mind get stuck on all these negative, terrible outcomes. I know one of the things you'll see if you look through some of the comments on videos here for the photos that are posted earlier, there's a lot of people that have had, most time if you've had an injury, there's someone that's had a similar injury. And a lot of times they'll tell you that, hey, it looks really bad now, but don't worry, it'll get better. So I'm doing great. I love you guys. I appreciate it. And I hope you guys' training is going well.